Hello everybody, it's Trev and Sue from POSHCATS CAMPING, and Oscar is grumpy because I've stolen his seat. We've been challenged to by the PERCHARDS, and I'll put their YouTube channel on the screen. We've been challenged by them to reveal 10 random things about ourselves that you may not know. So here we go. Number 1. What's our name?
Smith.
Easy to spell. Do you have any tattoos or piercings?
I don't, but you do.
I do. And I have a less grumpy Oscar on my arm. And here's a picture. What do you do, Sue?
I've been a nurse since 1981.
And a nursing sister, haven't you?
And a nursing sister, yeah.
Yeah.
But not anymore, not a sister.
And you're still a nurse?
Yes.
All right. Now, I was a biker in 1978, 79. In 1980, when Sue was training to be a nurse, I had to get a car and wave goodbye to my beloved bike. And here's a picture. And why do we call our YouTube channel POSHCATS CAMPING? We used to breed and show Burmese cats. And that went on for several years, and we had a website. We attended shows regularly all over the country, and our prize cat was Pearl Shimmer. And we've got a picture of Pearl coming up now. Romantic surprises. Now, who would have thought? Did we do romantic surprises, dear?
In 2002, we went to America, and at Lake Tahoe, and Trev said, take a posh dress because we're going to go to a posh dinner and dance with our nieces. And I said, well, when are we going to go for this, this posh meal with put my dress on? And Trev got his laptop out. He said, this is where we're going tomorrow. We're going to the Chapel of the Bells. He'd asked me to pick some flowers out, what colour would I like, in the supermarket, and I picked cream. And he'd already organised a cream bouquet for me and a cream button on for him. And we got married, just us two, at the Chapel of the Bells at Lake Tahoe. So it was the most romantic thing we'd ever done.
Well, I organised a surprise trip to Lake Tahoe in California, and it was on the exact day, 25 years to the day of our original wedding. We renewed our wedding vows, and what we didn't realise, what I forgot, was that Californian time is 8 hours behind UK time. So in fact we were 8 hours late, but nevertheless it was a lovely day, wasn't it? Something sentimental.
Do yours first?
I'll do mine first, shall I? Oh, here it is. And this is a little, if you can see that, a little, looks like a teddy bear, but it's actually what my mother gave me many years ago, and I've had that on the steering column of my car. It's a little guardian angel. I had this on the steering wheel of my car since about 2001, 2002. And I reckon that's done over 100,000 miles. And it now travels with us in the motorhome everywhere we go, and protect us from the bad things.
I've got a couple of sentimental things. My dad died suddenly in 2012. Unfortunately, he was with us on a caravan rally and he collapsed. We tried to resuscitate him. Unfortunately, he didn't survive, which was devastating. So this is a photo of him with his little dog Kip, who he absolutely adored. And then I've got one of his hats that my mum gave me. And then my friend Lita, we joke, she says she's big sis. She's older than me, but she's much smaller, and I'm taller and I'm little sis. So she brought me this little pin, which means a lot to me. So I treasure that, and that stays next to Dad in our display cabinet.
Something that we've had in one of our cabinets at home here for a fair time now is a collection of rocks and crystals. One of the largest examples of our collection is this geode. It opens into quite a beautiful thing, and it stays in our cabinet at home. As you can see, there's quartz inside the geode, and that forms part of our collection.
I like a mixture. I'm a bit stuck in the 1970s. I love soul music, it brings back memories. I also like urban contemporary music. That really, I really enjoy that sort of music. And the last album I got was James Blunt, which is sort of like folk rock. So I like quite a mixture, really.
Talking about albums, most of my collection is still on vinyl. I have got all of the albums that Genesis ever released on vinyl, and I've also got them on CD. More recently, when DVDs and downloads came along, I've got a little bit left behind. Just like a lot of old boys like me, we definitely can't keep up with technology, some of us. So, but I've still got my passion for Genesis and Steve Hackett. Yes, and a lot of the progressive rock bands that were around from about 1975 through into the 80s, and it's my favourite line of music, although, you know, we have pretty much anything on in the car or the motorhome, you know, within reason. And finally, what's on our bucket list?
Well, I still want to see the aurora. I don't know whether I saw it or not when we were at the Isle of Skye. We didn't have we didn't have the right lens. I only had a cheap app on my phone, so I'm not sure whether I saw it or not. But I would love to actually be able to physically see the aurora. Probably mean that we would need to go somewhere like Finland
or Norway, yeah.
Or Norway,
or
really,
Iceland,
where it's meant to be stronger, so you can see it more clearly.
So that's on our bucket list.
That's on my bucket list.
Yeah.
What have you got on yours?
I'd like to go to New Zealand. Would like to see a bit of New Zealand and
Australia.
Australia, yeah.
Yeah.
Not sure whether that's going to happen, but we love to travel, don't we? So more travel, I guess, in semi-retirement and retirement.
Yep.
So that's 10 things about us that you may not know. It's down to us to nominate a couple of other people. I think we'll nominate 10 people, but nominate a couple of people. And is there anyone you feel that you're a YouTuber you'd like to nominate?
Pip.
Ah! Worm's eye view. There you go. There's a challenge for you. 10 things, 10 random things that we perhaps don't know about you, and the YouTube community don't know about you. And I'm going to nominate the Caravan nut, Martin. Had the pleasure of meeting Martin in October, and can't wait to get back together again. We have the same sense of humour, Martin, I'm sure we do. So.
And Kevin.
Are we going to nominate Kevin?
Kevin, yeah.
Kevin, there you go, VANONYMOUS, and Kevin is responsible for our lovely caricature drawing. So there's 3, that's quite enough, I think.
Yeah, okay.
That's quite enough. So there's your challenge, 10 random things that we may not know about you. I can think of one for Kevin, but I'm not going to reveal it. Okay, hope you enjoyed that. If you do, subscribe to our channel. We're going to be out in the motorhome again very, very soon, travelling around with our 2 little dogs. We hope to see you then. Bye for now.
Bye.
That's about right, actually. You've got grumped at me. You grumped at me.
That's his chair.
Not really. Oh, I'm still a bit sleepy. Okay. Well, no, I'm not ready.
Take 2.
Take 4. That's the intro then. Grab your
Yeah.
sod.
Yeah. Right. And our daughter's also a nurse, which is rather lovely. And I'd like to eventually have a picture of us taken together before I retire in a few years, which I think would be really nice because we've got the same uniform. Number 5.
Yeah, number 5.
I just absolutely love gemstones. I have to be careful if I go into a shop and there's too many of them though, because they give me a headache. But I like a mixture.
Oh, hang on, let's start. You kick
Are
us
you going
off.
to talk about what I didn't like you when I first met you. I didn't
No.
like Genesis.
No, I'm
I
bored
was
to
into
death
pop,
with it.
especially the original stuff. I liked it a little bit better as time went on, and it changed a bit. Didn't it? With
The Phil Collins
Phil
years.
Collins. I preferred the Phil Collins years.
Yes.
They were more my
Yeah,
taste.
I was more Peter Gabriel myself.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do that one. I'll do it.
Yeah.
Don't think there's many outtakes there actually. That was pretty good. Now I see I'm not recording, but I was.